everyone, it's NonnaGrace. Would you believe this is the third time I've tried this video? The first time I accidentally said my real name and I didn't want to say my real name. The second time I forgot to push the record button and it's recording now. So this time it will be the final time. And what I had said in the other one was that I didn't realize it was getting as late as it is because of daylight saving time. And I looked at the clock and I go, oh my goodness, it's almost 7 o'clock. And I got to get this made because it takes a little while to upload and I like to go to bed early. I go to bed around 9:15 so that I can get up early. And now tomorrow is my early morning where I have to make pizza for the kids, so I have to get there about a half hour early so I can get the pizza in the oven so that it's nice and done by the time they get to school. I was watching, who was I watching again? Highfalutin and low carb. I was watching that. Thank you, Jane, for bringing that to my attention. I have watched him but didn't realize I was watching him. He is really funny, and I like that he tests out different recipes. He will do usually 3 different recipes and he tests them all and he gives a good description of it, and he gives an honest opinion of whether he likes it or doesn't like it. I watched one where he was making bread, and I watched another one where he talked about the shiitake noodles. And I really miss my pasta, and so if I can find something that is pretty tasty or pretty darn close to the pasta that is low carb, I would gladly have that. I went out and got eggs today from the chickens, and they gave me 5 eggs, and then I said one of them's in the nest. No, they gave me 6 eggs, and one of them was sitting in the nest, and so I went back, and sure enough, there was another egg, so I got 7 eggs. So I put another dozen into the other refrigerator. So now I'm up to 5 dozens in that refrigerator, and I have 1 dozen over here, so that's 6. And I just started another carton of eggs, so that's got 1 egg in it. So tomorrow will probably give me a half a dozen, and then the next day I'll have another dozen. So I'm going to have to make something with the eggs again so that I can whittle it down. Today would have been a perfect day to bring eggs to school to share with the kids because they had cereal and toast, and whenever they have toast, that's a good day to have eggs with it. I like if I was a kid, I would like it with the eggs and the toast. But because I don't eat bread, I would have had to have just eggs. And I eat eggs with them so that they can see that they are good. Because sometimes kids that are autistic, they don't want to taste anything. But if they see you eat it, they might eat it. And sometimes they'll gag when they see you eat it. They can't fathom putting it in their mouth or even getting it close. And sometimes when you have something and it has a smell, they might even gag when you open up the container to go to eat it, and you tell them it's good, and they look at you like, and they're gagging as they're watching you eat it. I used to have one little boy when I would eat my lunch next to him, and he would eat his lunch, and he used to actually, every time I went to put the spoon to my mouth, he would push my hand down. And I said, I need to eat. And what it was is he didn't like what I was eating, and he wasn't going to have me eat it either. So that's what it's like when you're eating with these children that really don't like anything. They like everything that's white. So all the high carb foods is what it seems like they gravitate to. They don't even like chicken nuggets a lot of times, which is really strange because most kids, when you take them to a fast food restaurant, what do they want but chicken nuggets? I found when I was working at McDonald's, a lot of parents would bring the kids in and they'd buy them their Happy Meal, and then they'd bring them into the playland so that they could play, and a lot of kids didn't want to eat. So there was some families would eat first in the other part of the dining area, and when they were done, then they could go into the playland and play. And then there were also people that used to come there every day just so the kids could play. And I think it was just to keep their house from being messed up because kids can make a big mess. I know when my kids come here, my house looks like a hurricane hit it, or a tornado. They usually say tornadoes, I guess, that hit your house when the kids come through. and every room feels like they've invaded it. And before they leave, they have to pick up all their toys and put them away, because I tell them I didn't play with them. I don't want to put them away, so they put everything away when they're done. Well, the clock is bonging. It is time for me to say goodbye and upload this video. So you have a great day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.